There's a message floating around in the self-help world that usually goes like this: your thoughts create your reality. Change your mindset, change your life. And listen, mindset is important. But for many people, specifically those with executive dysfunction who are stuck in cycles of burnout and shame, that advice isn't helpful. It can actually do more harm than good. Because when you're in survival mode, when your body's dysregulated or you're overwhelmed, telling yourself to just change your thoughts doesn't land very well. It actually adds more pressure. It makes you feel like you're failing at healing. So you can feel like you know all the right things to say to yourself, but your body will still shut down, your brain will still fog up, and your motivation is nowhere to be found. You're not the only one who goes through that, okay? I've been in your shoes, and it's only because I have that I know what you need to hear instead. The idea behind Change Your Thoughts is rooted in cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. And again, it has value, but mindset work assumes that your brain is first in a position enough to reason with you. It assumes you're in a calm, regulated state, that you can access logic, that your system feels safe enough to respond to new input. But if your body is in a stress response, if you're anxious, dissociating, shut down, then trying to use positive thoughts is like trying to have a psychological debate with someone who's drowning. You don't need affirmations, you need a life raft. That's why no amount of journaling or I am enough mantras are gonna stick when you're spiraling. Your nervous system isn't receptive, it's in defense mode. All it wants to do is survive this moment because it feels like the world is ending. Here's what most mindset advice completely misses. Shame isn't just a belief, it's a felt experience. It lives in the body, in tension, in freeze, and in withdrawal. It's not just a thought, it's a psychological state. When you feel shame, your body enters a kind of shutdown. Your muscles tighten, your chest gets heavy, your thoughts become all or nothing. Your executive functioning, the part of yourself that's responsible for planning and executing and having rational decision making, completely goes offline. So when your inner critic says you're not trying hard enough, your body hears we're not safe, and it reacts accordingly. It freezes, or it avoids, or it collapses. That's why even the most brilliant or thoughtful people can't think their way out of being stuck. It's not a thinking problem, it's a safety problem. Let's start with this. The goal isn't to control your thoughts. The goal is to shift your internal state. When your body feels safe and your nervous system is regulated, then your thoughts will naturally become more grounded. You won't need to force positive thinking. You'll feel clearer, calmer, and more capable. So what does that look like in practice? Regulation before strategy. Learn to recognize when you're spiraling or frozen, and pause to ground yourself before trying to push forward. Curiosity over criticism. Instead of asking what's wrong with me, try asking what's happening inside me right now. Then tiny, safe experiments. Rather than trying to leap into a new routine, try one safe, small action your body can tolerate, even if it's just turning on a light or sitting upright. Then lastly, self-talk with tone, not just words. It's not enough to just say kind things to yourself. Your inner voice needs to feel like someone you can trust. That's the foundation I teach my clients, for example. Not just what to do, but how to cultivate an inner environment where that kind of change feels possible and safe. Here's what I want to leave you with. If you've been stuck, despite knowing better, despite trying harder, despite doing the work, it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because your system has been trying to protect you. And the tools you've been given were probably designed for a brain that's not still in survival mode. It assumes that the choice to not be productive is just that, a choice. But this is something deeper. So real change doesn't start with pressure. It starts with understanding. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe. I'm here twice a day unpacking the roots of executive dysfunction and giving you the knowledge you need to really move forward. Not pushing more methods down your throat, but giving you the reasons why you need them in the first place. You're not broken. You're just ready for a different kind of support. And as always, stay in this corner of the internet as long as you need.